Hey, everybody, I want to welcome you all to the Discovering Your Destiny talk show. I'm your host, Athena Renee. And on this show, we talk about discovering your destiny through a self discovery journey of using your unique life journey as your guide, as your guiding light to live a life of fulfillment, passion, making an impact, growing an influence while making a good income. Okay. So if this sounds like something you would be interested in, definitely pull up a chair, grab pen and paper because we're going to be talking about something really juicy today. Today, I'm going to be dropping on you the download that I received about the hardest test. This is the hardest test, but this is the last test. This is like the last test that you get before you have certain levels of success. Okay. And today I'm going to be talking to you about it and giving you a few key points as a misfit and honestly as anyone that really that's into self-development and wants to go to the next level. I'm going to be dropping some jewels on you, and it's definitely going to be something that you can pick up right now and use it in your life. Okay. And for some of you with success, it's going to enlighten you on your journey where you're at right now. For some of you, it's going to give you more of that energy that you need. It's going to allow you to tap back into it because the main message of this show is showing you how to take your life journey and plug it into your purpose, right? And this particular test that I'm talking about today is called obscurity. It's called obscurity. And obscurity, as I said, it's the hardest and it's the one of the last tests of success. And the reason being is that obscurity is the state of being unknown. You know, we live in a time now where people do anything for clout, people do anything for fame. Some people do nothing, but people just do stupid stuff to be known, right? So when we're talking about building real success, when we talk about building the real deal success, obscurity is going to be that last and hardest test that you go through. This is the reason obscurity. So obscurity, it comes for multiple reasons. So that's why I want you to grab pen and paper, guys. This is really good. I'm so grateful that God gave me this download. My whole mission, and I know I kind of get to blabbing on, but let me back just in case it's your first time here. Welcome. As you see, I'm so passionate about being on this journey with you. I call myself an usher of destiny, but I have been in the entrepreneur space for over 15 years now. I'm so excited and proud to say that. And that's not to say that I've always been flying high because success is a journey, right? And I want you to understand that is obscurity is a test because success is simply the destination point of any goal that you have, right? And this is why it is very important for you to fall in love with the journey, okay? Because you're going to get tested. A lot of people, they look right at the gym, right? It's just like when you see somebody, this is why influencing is so profitable because people will look at the ending result, but they don't know what it took to get that thing, right? So today we're going to be talking about that last test before you get success, and it is called obscurity, all right? TD Jakes says that TD Jakes says obscurity is like a wilderness. It's a wilderness of testing and prepping. That's deep, ain't it? Testing and prepping. But this is one. Here's another one that I really want you to catch this one. I really enjoyed this one. 50 Cent says, all of the years that you think you're really good at whatever you want to do, right? Because if you're on this show, we're helping you. We're talking about career ascension through leadership. We're talking about starting a business. We're talking about nonprofit organizations. And we're talking about living a life on a holistic level that is successful to you, whatever your standards are to be successful, right? This is about embracing your unique journey in life and like rocking it out. Okay. So 50 Cent says, all of the years that you think you're good and you know you're good, at least you think you're good. But guess what? Nobody's acknowledging you. People treating you like what you're putting out is trash or garbage. That time is preparing you for when it does happen. Obscurity. That is a time that it's a testing. It's a prepping area. So like I said, T.D. Jakes talks about how it is a prepping area, right? 50 Cent confirmed it. Because what you must understand is, you know that success and failure both have rewards, right? So the reward of success is you achieve the goal, you have this life fulfillment, whatever that thing is that success was to you. But on the other hand, failure reward is regret. So you have to pay the ticket no matter what. So you want to decide in advance, I want to pay for success. Well, guess what? The last test before you get it is obscurity. Obscurity also, it tests you. Some of you want to know, well, what's the testing about? Obscurity, first of all, tests you to see if you're real about it or not. See, a lot of people, I'm telling you guys, a lot of people do stuff out of fame and want to be in the front all the time. Guess what? And it's going to test not only your authenticity, it's going to test the authenticity of your dream to see if you're real about it or not, your purpose, your point, whatever that you're doing, you're going to get tested. Your dream. How about this one? It's going to test your team. It's going to test your team. Who is your team? Everybody that's in your circle. You may not have a company right now, but everybody that's in your circle. How is it going to test them? Guess what? First of all, when you start telling people you got a vision, you got a dream, you about to do something outside the box, especially as the misfits, you're going to see automatically who really rooting for you, right? Because they're going to give you their perspective of life right there, of you in general. Like their value. What, girl, what are you talking about? That don't even make sense if they start talking down on it. Now, just to be fair, some people speak out of fear because that's all they know. Okay, so you got to be able to know the difference. However, you're going to get a lot of people that's going to they're going to give you their honest feedback, and it's going to indirectly tell you how they value you as a person and what they think you're capable of. Now, let's keep it 100 here. They can never stop you. Another person's opinion is none of your business, nor is it a limit to what you can do, but it is an eye-opener to let you know how people really feel about you. Okay? So it's going to test the people around you. Guess what? The next level of test with the people around you, with your team, when you get going. So let's say, for instance, if you hear the naysayers, you hear the positive stuff, and you decide to go ahead, I'm still going to do it. Guess what? When you in that journey, first of all, it's going to start testing people with the timeline of success. What do I mean by that? The timeline of success is going to be what people put in their mind of how fast you should do it, right? How fast you should have been did that by now, right? People are quick to say that. So again, obscurity is going to be that testing to see if people in it for the long haul. Because see, a lot of people don't be counted up how long in the journey, in the process of something. This is why you have people breaking into folks' house, cars, robbing, stealing, smashing grabs, because they do not want to put in the work to buy the bag or the shoes, right? Here's the deal. If it's all about a look, you can go to a flea market and get the same bag. Why do a smash and grab? Why? Because they want the real thing, but they want to cut corners, right? They don't even know that somebody that put that bag together is in some factory or warehouse. Obscurity. Nobody knows who they are, but they a master purse maker, right? Obscurity. But they don't even know this as well. the brand that they're stealing from. Somebody started somewhere where no one knew who they was. See, that's the reason why I like designer clothes. It's not necessarily about the status, right? Because anybody could get designer stuff, right? You could just save up money. I remember back in the day when a lot of people was really, 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 really into Coach, right? I just wanted things like a leather jacket. So I would have to save up my money. When Nike Cortez came out, I had to save up my money to get these things. Those were the designer things to me. Now, what I'm talking about here is the reason why you're wearing those things. Not just the leather, like I was saying, or even the designer name, but here currently or in the present times, like when I like designers now, I wear them because I know about the struggle to get your dream out there, right? Other people wearing it because they want a name behind it and they see the fame and success, right? So again, this is all about accepting obscurity as the last test to success because we don't know how long it's going to take. And people will throw you in a trash can when you don't meet their timeline of success. You see it all the time. I experienced it. You could tell, you could sense the shift of energy when people start fading away when they feel like, oh, you should have did that by now. You taking too long. They start treating you funny. Here's another thing. When you start needing money, if you need help, people act funny. If you need somewhere to stay, people will act funny. Again, as an entrepreneur, I don't hide away from my journey. I stayed on many people. I slept on many people's floors, basements, rooms, all kind of stuff just to keep it going. Just to keep it going. So this is all about obscurity, right? Because people love to run out on stage. Now, I'm going to be putting out a message about firing customers. Because like I told you guys, I've been in the entrepreneur game for a long time. It's not even been super long, honestly, but 10 to 15 years is definitely a good amount of time. And the first half, really even more than a half, was all about learning and just keeping it going, because you can be good in one area and not good in another area. And like I said, obscurity, after doing research on success, everybody who you see out now, and I talk a lot about celebrities, not because I had a lot of different celebrity clients, but because those are people that we can see in the public eye. And if I give you information on them, you can go ahead and Google it, and then you can confirm what I'm saying. But everybody that you see in the public eye that you revere as something like upper echelon or successful, anyone that you deem as successful, trust me, there was a time when they had to be tested with obscurity. Okay. Now check this out. The prepping part. Let me back up. Here's another piece I want you to understand too about the authenticity, the testing part. Here's another testing. Sometimes you will meet people that they not only will they not believe in what you're doing, they're going to show you their true character during the time of testing, because I'm talking about, and you guys, this is for peer to peer. You could be doing the same things, similar, right? Not only with the timeline of success, but some people, once they get to they feel like they got a little bit of room, a little platform or some space where they feel like they're coming out of obscurity, they'll treat you different. They'll start to ignore you, right? Because now they have started to think, well, dang, this is my timeline of success, right? And they will think that because they came up faster, competing with your journey, they'll go ahead and push you. They won't even try to give you a hand up. They'll leave you back there. But guess what? One thing you must understand is, just because someone looks like they're coming out of obscurity doesn't mean that the testing is over. Okay, because they can step on you, but trip on the next step. Okay, so that's something I really want you to understand. So let's talk about the prepping part about obscurity. This is what I love. This is what I started to really understand and really start to enjoy and respect obscurity, or not just obscurity, but the journey. The journey. It's the journey, right? But here's the part about the prepping for obscurity. Prepping for obscurity is like a diamond. Think about all the preparation it takes to be in a diamond. The diamond is underground. It's a coal. It's underground. Nobody sees it. It's under pressure, being purified of, or we're getting rid of all of the impurities so it can become the brilliance that it's meant to be. This is similar to the same place as being in obscurity. Okay, because you're in the wilderness, nobody knows who you are. It's a private time, it's a prepping time, it's a time for you to get to know who you are, tap into your purpose. And here's the big part about the prepping. First of all, you want to become the best version of yourself. This is during that time, right? Because there's multiple formulas for success and you can follow them to a T. Even if you had money saved up, like I did, it's still going to be a process, and obscurity is still going to be a part of it, right? But like I said, this is the time where you become the best possible version of yourself, the reinventions, all of those things. You learn who you are, who people are. It is listen, the process, the journey of success, when you start to embrace it, I'm telling you, like, it is really something that you will look later back on and say, wow, this really sets my place in history and what I'm trying to do. But not only that, it's prepping you for the weight of the blessing, right? Because have you ever heard some people say that success and things are like a gift and a curse? Guess what? It's absolutely true. Now, I'm not going to say success is a curse, but everything has the pros and cons, because there, without good, there would be no bad. And without bad, we wouldn't know what good is, right? So it's prepping you for the weight. What do I mean by the weight? All the good stuff that come with it. You got to be able to be strong enough to carry it. What does that mean? Guess what? And when you get the bag, people start to act funny. People leave your life. Folks go crazy, right? You got a whole staff of people that you don't even know. Overnight, not necessarily overnight, but when you get to that place, now you had to hire a whole team because you can't get everything done on your own. Now you want to hope that they are doing you right, making sure you can't check the work anymore all the time because you're busy. You got people calling you for all type of debuts on shows and talk shows. You got webinars, you got to do podcasts, you got to be on. So now you got a team. That's a weight because you want to make sure things are getting done. Okay, then we're not going to even talk about your private life, right? You might have kids, you might be single, you might have a wife, husband, whatever, a dog, a goldfish. All of that is pressure. Okay, then you got your family stuff going on. Outside of your immediate household, you have your extended family things going on. Depending on what level you get to, come on, guys, you know more money equals more problems, right? And depending on how you look at problems, that's your perspective. But problems are just meant to be solved. And when you get big money, you're solving big problems. So just because we say a problem don't necessarily mean it could be a good problem, like a wedding destination. But there's going to be pressure there because you got to make sure you can find the right venue, right? So there's no way to get rid of the pressure or anything. It's just to enjoy the journey and understand where exactly you are, so that you can grasp hold to the journey, to the obscurity of being unknown, making yourself become this bad one that you're supposed to be, stepping into your light and shining brilliant like a triple C diamond, right? Color cut clarity, right? You coming through with all the authenticity that you can. You've been tested, right? You've been tested. You've been battle tested in obscurity. You've seen everything and passed all the tests that you have had up until this point. Now it's time to shift into that prepping for the weight of the blessing, right? And once you go through all of those things, now you're ready to enjoy your success, because you then understand that the success is the destination, but it's the journey I must fall in love with. And before I can taste success, I have to pass the test of obscurity. All right. Well, guess what, guys? We're going to go ahead and close another episode of the show today. If you found this helpful to your journey, please hit that like button, comment down below. Let me know some other things that you want to hear me talk about today, guys. Like I said, I will definitely be bringing out more episodes. So don't forget to hit the like, share with friends as well. Hit that description box. We got a free gift for you while you're on your way. And last but not least, if you need any help with your resume, content creation, or business strategy, hit me up. Okay. Thank you. Have a great day.